Okay, guys, we are live. Okay. Let's play the music. Okay, guys, we are live. Welcome to SinFiltro. Bienvenidos. Bienvenue. Willkommen. Katerina's gonna have to teach me how to say welcome in Russian tonight. I say this every episode. Guys, we have a very, very special guest couple tonight. Now check it out. He is from the Dominican Republic. She's from Russia. They live in Barcelona. It's crazy. We need to find out how this all happened. It's crazy. So, what I've been hearing from a lot of people that love Dominican bachata, they say that they love watching this couple. They say that they dance almost like they're floating on the air. You know, a lot of people said that. And they just have very creative footwork combinations, and they've almost evolved what traditional bachata looks like, but they still keep the essence. So this is going to be really, really interesting talking to these guys. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about, I think we're going to talk about bachata sensual, bachata dominicana, bachata moderna. We're going to talk about bachata tonight. We're going to be talking about them as a new couple breaking the scene, the difficulties of that. We're going to be talking about their online courses. They've got online courses. We're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight, but before we talk about anything, we need to talk about Bad Cop Chong in the building. What's up, my bro?
What's up, people? SinFiltro. What's going on? Biski yeah.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to this one.
I know you are. Talk to me about Cristian y Katerina. Talk to me about them.
Well, I'm going to ask them a couple of questions, but I found out about them through social media, through Instagram. And so, you know, we've been talking about how promoters like search for talent and whatever. I haven't experienced their teaching or whatever, or done my due diligence. So this would be really interesting. Like I saw them. Well, let's speak to them. I'll say how I found them on social media. I just love what they do and their style and everything they do, from what I can see anyway.
Yeah, sure. But you know, I remember you said that you are actually speaking to them to bring them to the That's right. Yeah, we're still gonna talk. We're still talking. Yeah. So yeah. We need to make sure we get the coronavirus price when they get. We need that coronavirus price, that coronavirus discount. He's like, no. Okay, guys, for their SinFiltro debut, give it up for Bachata Crew's finest, Cristian and Katerina.
Hello. Hola.
Welcome, guys.
¿Qué es lo que tú dices? ¿Cómo estamos?
Muy bien, bienvenidos a SinFiltro.
Gracias por invitarnos, muchas gracias.
Okay, guys, welcome. This is the first time we're gonna have you here, so for us it's a big honor. You know, there's a lot of people talking about you guys. When I announced that we were bringing you on, so many people messaged me and so many people commented that, you know, they're excited to get an interview with you guys. So it's a big pleasure for us to have you here. So first of all, we need to know this. How does someone from the Dominican Republic end up dancing with a girl from Russia? You look like the polar opposites, and end up living in Barcelona. Talk to us about how you guys actually met and started to form a partnership.
You want my version or her version?
We can take different versions.
I'll tell you what, give me your version first, and then I'm sure that the real version will come from Katerina.
All right. Okay, I was working. I used to work in a place, popular disco here in Barcelona called Antilla. It's mythical. Got 20 something years working. I was doing workshop there on a Wednesday, and suddenly this girl called and started shooting at me, like calling on me, and I was like, oh my god, here we go again. That's my story. I'm gonna leave it over there. Yeah, because it's a lot longer, but I'm gonna put it there because you're gonna change it now.
No, actually, we have a friends in common who made us to meet by coincidence. It was a St. Valentine's Day when I come to Antibes and I didn't want to come. And actually, our first meeting was like this, because he was asking his friend, "Can she dance with me?" And I say, "Whoa, are you sure that you can dance with me?"
I thought it was you that asked me to dance.
No, you already forgot. You have a very good memory. So, and I don't know. After this, we met again. We talk about the universe. We dance. We connect.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So, did you actually dance the traditional bachata before you met Cristian, or
I think that, yeah. Before I was dancing everything, I think almost, except bachata traditional.
Okay,
So
let's talk a bit about your dance background, because that's something that like people say that your dance background is very, very broad and based. So let's talk a little bit about that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started dance from 4 years old in Russia, from dancing school, after College of Culture, University of Culture, from folkloric and classic dance. After I come to contemporary, to urban styles like hip hop, walking, Afrobeats, dance hall, and also I learned ballroom dance. After I went to China, I worked in China for years with my dancing team, and I always wanted to come to Barcelona, to Spain, because I'm folkloric dancer, so I like flamenco very much.
Right, you want to meet me too?
And I come here, of course, and I come here. All the world was dancing modern bachata, and I never had any class of bachata ni salsa. I just come one time in China to one social place, and I was like, okay, I understand how to do it. And when I come to Barcelona, I'm living here 3.5 years. Cristian already showed me the structure of traditional bachata. I like ethno very much. For me, tradition and folklore is very important. After this, knowing the structure, I started a little bit upgrading this traditional bachata.
Oh! You're gonna get us in trouble when you say stuff like that.
Yeah. Because I've seen some of your videos, and you're doing like pop-in. You're doing Afrobeat, and it's just like, wow, this girl's crazy, and her popping is on point. Like, it's like, whoa. Yeah.
So Cristian, can you talk to us a bit about your background in bachata, and where you first learned, how you learned? I know a lot of Latinos and Dominicans. They just learn from when they're young.
When they're born.
Yeah, they just.
Bachata, I don't know where did I learn bachata. I always found bachata. I don't know. Maybe my mom's town when I go on holidays in the Dominican Republic, or in the parties at my house. I don't know. But actually, I'm a salsa dancer. I'm salsa dancer, especially some salsa LA style. Yeah, for many, many years.
Wow.
But I first started dancing Cuban salsa. That's around 20 years ago. I started dancing Cuban salsa. Before it was casino. There were no timba, nothing special, just casino with your turn patterns, 69, 70. I used to teach that too. I started teaching casino. Then I moved to Salsa LA. There is a really great, amazing teacher here in Barcelona called Mario La Junta with the company Salsa del Barrio. And I fell in love with what he did. And I had to upgrade myself, and I started learning that. And that provoked me to keep wanting to learn more how to dance. Then I went into different school, learning lyrical, contemporary, a little bit of urban styles, hip hop, a little bit of everything, to complete my formation on salsa. And in between that, people start asking me bachata, like around 15 years ago. And I started teaching bachata, but before we used to teach a mixture, modern bachata, basics Dominican with Cuban turn patterns, casino turn patterns. Until now, this is a little bit a resume of my story.
Okay. We're gonna have some very interesting questions for you, though, mate, because this is gonna be quite interesting.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, you said that you used to actually live in Miami, right? Isn't that right?
Yes,
So-
I grew up on MIA.
So is that why you first started with Cuban salsa? Because I heard the Cuban community is very dominant there in Miami. Is that right?
No, but I didn't start in Miami. I over there used to dance like the kids. We used to try to do a little bit of break dance, make a little bit of popping, locking, but nothing special. When I came from Miami to Barcelona, I didn't have any friends, and my mom she even gave me money to go outside partying at night because I didn't know nobody. And one day I met somebody on the street, and he showed me a Latin club, a really small place. And I went there, it was 11, they're still doing class. They needed one boy, they were doing Reda de Casino. The teacher said, help him. And till now, I learned here in Barcelona salsa.
Oh, wow. Who did you learn from in Barcelona? Because
In Barcelona, is a great, amazing teacher. I think he's a musician. His name is Alain Peron. Back in the days, he was one of the precursors of Cuban salsa in the area of Girona, Gerona. It's like another province of Catalonia.
Yeah.
And he was amazing. So the way he teach, I still using his methodology that I got on me to teach. Imagine, it was
Could
very
you
good.
say his name again so that we can?
Alain Peron.
Alain Peron.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's very
No
good.
idea.
Yeah. So I mean, because the thing is, I mean, there's so much competition in Barcelona. Like,
Well, everybody's here.
exactly.
Everybody's here.
I mean,
Everybody comes here.
Everybody is there. What is it about Barcelona now that is just
Okay.
You know?
What I have talked to my friends here, like Frank and other dancers here, the thing is that Barcelona is a really great place to live, and it's a really good place to connect with other places. The dancers that travel a lot, Barcelona is amazing because they can go from here to anywhere in the world.
Wow.
And
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, it's the flights. People, I know Cork and Judy moved there because they
yes,
flights were so good and they really liked it.
and the demand here of dancing is also crazy. Think about that. Here you can go clubbing from Monday to Monday. Well, no, before.
Not now.
Not now, not now, but before. Before you can go from Monday to Monday. You have like 300 in Barcelona center. I don't know how many schools we have, but tons of them, and all of them full.
Okay. Ooh, right. So
Can I just quickly see your mug? Your mug again. Sorry, I know it's not.
I saw the bug. Yeah, I saw the la taza.
Oh. Let me see.
No, but yeah, it's there.
Wow, Dominican swag.
That's my birthday gift.
I love it. Okay. Chongo, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Well, it was really great to hear about all your background and the different styles you've both have experience in and stuff. And I thought that was quite interesting to hear because on other shows we've been talking about what makes a professional dancer, and a lot of it was talking about the formal training in like ballet, contemporary, and stuff like that. But Cristian, you call yourself first and foremost a social dancer. So what am I trying to ask? You've got the backgrounds in all of those things, and so basically we can ask you, what do you class as a professional dancer?
Sorry, repeat.
How would you define a professional dancer as a profession? As a
professional, for me, it's easy. Right now, professional, if you earn money from, you're professional. That's how it goes.
No.
But it's not.
See, I knew it was gonna.
I knew the Russian girl with the dance background was not gonna.
It becomes of the quality of your professional. First, you need to be real with yourself. You need to know what you know, and what the information that you can give to others. If you don't have something, you cannot give it. So for me, a professional, for sure, needs. It's not just dancing. A dance step can explain anyone, but why this muscle move like this? Why you change your way like this? Why you move to this side? Why you lean to that? Why you need to take this, open your arm to balance yourself and do a spin and put it up? And you need to know why of the movement. And you, in a salsa word, I say salsa because it's much weight older than bachata. You don't learn this. You need to get it from specialized dance school, like classic or contemporary, or jazz. I do a lot of jazz too. I believe that if you don't learn, if you don't get this information, how can you really tell somebody that you? Not even me. I don't even say I'm professional because I don't know. I feel bad saying I'm a professional dancer. No, I'm a dancer. Period. Let the people say that you're professional. But yeah, you need to learn. You need to investigate. You need to know everything there is to know to make your bachata, your salsa better. Just to know Susie Q on open break on crossbody won't convert you into a professional dancer.
Oh my gosh!
The master.
Can I say?
The in London are gonna love Cristian. They're like, oh my gosh, he does salsa as well. Yes, they love it. Okay, Katerina, talk to us. What, in your mind, in your definition, what should you have to be a professional dancer?
The difference between amateur dancers and professional dancers first is discipline. Cristian is calling me Stalin. Stalin because you have to be like this.
She's Russian, bro.
This is discipline, this is hard working, this is responsibility, and you always going for your goals. What does mean? That you have to practice really every day to achieve something. And in the dance, we don't have ceiling, and everybody, no intention. Always have to evolve yourself. So it doesn't mean that, okay, the dancer is becoming top dancer, he's going to all the festivals,
and doing the same
and
thing
that's it.
all over.
Yes, but we always have to find something interesting, something new, yes, to give. And first to yourself, after to the world.
Yes.
Woof. Whoa. Well, you know what? Let's get in.
Katerina.
Oh no! Oh gosh, we got Fanny is requesting. Alguien habla castellano, por fin.
Yo creo que todos hablamos castellano, pero como es un canal de Inglaterra, pues estamos haciendo la entrevista en inglés. Pero bueno, puedes preguntar en castellano que nosotros te contestamos con mucho gusto.
Gracias. Fanny, ¿todavía están allí? ¿Estás allí? Amo a Katerina, es muy sensual y bella. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Ossiman's even saying very nice answers. I mean, he's a salsero as well. So let me just so okay, guys, what would you say your style is?
Okay, yeah, this
is something that I really want to know. What is how would you define your style?
Okay, my style is bachata dominicana tradicional. That's my style.
No,
well,
say that again.
Okay. Bachata dominicana.
Okay.
O bachata tradicional, como tú quieras. Hashtag.
Okay.
No, you know what the problem is? I know why you answer. I want to say something. Let's go for it. You know what the problem is?
What's the problem?
the videos that we post are footwork combination that with a lot of piquete. Piquete is when you do this chain, really sharp to make you dance look nicer. So we put all this footwork together, and it might sound, oh, this is too much for Dominican bachata. Bachata is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But no, it's Dominican bachata because if you put a basic in between all of them, they will look natural. They will look like any step, any dance that any Dominican in the corner will dance to. Okay, I'm done.
I didn't understand.
The question was different, you know?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
How did you find your style?
No. Don't worry. We'll get back to that question, but I want to get to this point that he's just made here. So I didn't understand what you just said there. So you know, explain again about piquete. Todo eso.
Piquete. Okay. Piquete is when you do it in salsa we call it chain.
Yeah.
Instead of doing Suzuki or I don't know, kick or whatever, we put all this chain together into one combination.
Yes.
So it might look like, oh, this is too much for a dance, for a bachata, a Dominican bachata. But there are actually people dancing like this in Dominican Republic.
Really?
And if you put basics in between, if you put half a basic, we do, instead of doing the combination, one chain behind the other one, we put half a basic over basic, it will look like normal Dominican bachata. But we just put it all together. We just crush everything together.
Because honestly, when I see you guys dance, I always think it looks very unique. I'm like, okay, this isn't what I see when I see, like when I type in bachata auténtica or bachata tradicional or whatever, and I see the Dominicans dancing, in front of the bodegas or on the beach or whatever. It looks totally different. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, okay, what's your style? But now you're saying that actually this is how they dance in the Dominican Republic.
Yes, in the
okay, not everybody dance like this because not everybody knows how to dance. People have a basic. Most of the people they just dance basic, but there's people that dance really, really good. And dancers, there's dancers in the Dominican Republic. We also have dancers in the Dominican Republic. They don't have enough with doing 1, 2, 3 hip or 1, 2, 3 tap. They need more. They need to play with the music. How you call this interpretation of the music, of the melody? You cannot interpret 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to do something more. So that's what we do. We interpret the music. We give something more. It's not changing. It's not. It's just, it's a little bit of evolution of bachata, but just keeping it right there, not crossing the line.
No, if we talk about slides, for example, Dominican dancers, they use it. If you really go to, I never go, but I just saw the videos. In the little villages, in these pueblos, they really do crazy stuff by their legs. So when todos esos criticones, when they say, ¿qué es esto? No es bachata, y siempre contestamos que es tango argentino. Entonces, señores, hay que evolucionar, hay que hacer algo nuevo.
See, the good thing about our style is that we're cool in the Dominican bachata and we're cool in the fusion bachata.
You are. Okay, but do you ever get Dominicans here that haven't been back to the island in like 20 years or whatever? Do you ever get Dominicans here complaining to you, like, Of
course.
Tons of it.
Yes. No, that's good. No, it's good because good question. I want to tell you something about that. You know that I manage the Dominican Bachata page. It's called Bachata Crew. We got 30K followers. And our profile.
How many followers?
30K.
Woo!
And our page, our personal page, also have a lot of followers, and they're organic, they're real. And these people express their thoughts to us, even to private message or to comments. Some of them we have to block. Some of them we have to answer.
Look, I'll even tell you, like Cristian shared one of my videos with Pebbles, and well, we can name him because he everyone knows who he is. Carlos Rufino commented saying, "Oh, this is a poor show for Dominican bachata" or something like that. And it was just like, But yeah, just to go back, that's actually how I found out about Cristian and Katerina, is from the Bachata Crew page, because I started following the page because they share one of our videos, and from there now I know of them, and then I saw their work as well. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
we can talk about social media in a minute as well. After we cover this,
I didn't reply to him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Rufino is one of the always that I never erase his comment, because at least he's educated, but there are some other people that they don't have education and they just speak whatever it goes through their head. I understand them, because if you don't know something and you try to speak about something that you don't know, it's normal. You know, we got people that are from, I don't know, Argentina saying this is not bachata, or people from Ecuador, this is not bachata. But you got from 3 comments, let's say we have 100 visualizations on a video, we got 2 or 1 negative comment, the other positive comments. Yeah, sure. So it doesn't matter. At the beginning, it affected me a little bit, because to try to explain this to them, it was really difficult to spend all this time. But with the time, with the comments, I got used to, and I really learned how to reply them, and now to ignore them, because if they don't know and they don't want to know, so what can you do? Just let them be happy.
The people have to understand the main thing. Is, come dice il cantante Tony Baró, la critica me sube. This is related to each persona. Yes, that when you criticize another people, these people are growing and you don't. You are still sitting in this criticizing mode.
That's really true, because thanks to the negative comments, we have to look into our style and to put the right things together, so they don't criticize us. You know, okay, this step we do it like this. Oh, this doesn't look Dominican. So let me see. Let's go more down. Let's turn around. Let's go for the diagonal. I don't know. Let's do a little bit different. So make it look more Dominican. Well, it's Dominican. It was Dominican, but some people just like to criticize. From this guy Rufino, he always educated when he comments. That's why I leave his comments. But there is a couple, 2 there lately. It's like, I know who's the negative. I got 4 people that comments negative on the videos. 4, and I know who they are. I don't. There was one that incorporated, but I blocked him yesterday, and I leave these 4 because they just educated. If you do it with education, how you say? Constructive
criticism, yeah.
I leave it because it can help the dancer evolve. It helped me. It can help others. So
sure.
Yeah.
Woo! Interesting. Yeah. Very, very, very.
you know, Biski, what you were saying, like for me, like when I saw your style, I didn't see it as different from authentic Dominican. I just saw it as both of your personal personalities put into the style. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's also true.
That's true. Yeah.
I kind of didn't see it as that's not Dominican, but for me it was Dominican with your sabor, with your flavor. Yes, exactly. So that's what I really enjoyed about you guys, because I teach I'm not going to claim to say I can teach Dominican bachata, but I teach my way of how I dance it. But what I'm trying to say is like you have your way as well. You know what I mean?
Yes. The thing is that to dance Dominican bachata, the first thing you have to do is to be yourself. If you dance it, if you copy somebody else, for me, that's not Dominican. That's not even dancing. That's copying. Okay, and that's the problem, that in Dominican Republic there is 11 million people, and there is 11 million of styles. Here in Europe there is 11 million. I don't know how many million people here in Europe. Here in Spain, 40 million people, and there is 2 styles or 3 styles. So what I want is people to dance by themselves. I don't want people. I don't teach too many styles, because I want people to dance the way they want to dance. To express themselves the way they want to express themselves. Don't copy me.
That's
I dance.
beautiful.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it was when I used to learn salsa. Okay, I used to dance in a dance company. We dance salsa in the stage. We dance like the teacher, like the boss, like the director. But outside in the social, well, you go crazy. You do what you want to do, and that's my philosophy. And it has to be like this. I don't know.
That's beautiful because just to lead on from what you just said, Cristian, is for me, I find it easier to be creative and to whatever when in kind of like, because you've seen my videos, more fusion styles, fusing salsa stuff with street stuff, hip hop stuff.
I share your videos. Bachata Club didn't even have 1,000 followers when I started sharing your videos.
I know. I remember.
Wow.
But the thing is that thing is that what happened with Daniel and Pebbles, that they're different, and different is beautiful.
Now this is what I mean. So what I want to know from both of you is how you have managed to make the Dominican style more creative, rather than just, this is the box step, this is the box step with a triple, this is the box step with a but how have you managed to be creative and put yourself in it? How have you both done that?
Let me say something before you speak. Okay.
Don't let me speak. You know why? Because we don't speak the whole day. That's why he's very confident.
Okay. Let me see how I put this nice and beautiful. Not too hard, anybody.
Primero en español y luego en inglés, porque hay españoles aquí.
Vale. Repito entonces. Bueno, voy a decir, a ver cómo lo digo. La bachata aquí en Europa, bueno, en el mundo, vamos a decir en el mundo, estaba en un punto de que era todo un reciclaje de otras personas. Yo hago esto, pero lo saco del estilo del paso que ha hecho pues yo le pongo esto y ya ese paso es, lo enseño o lo hago, mi show. Y era todo reciclaje, estaba todo hecho, o sea, ya no había nada más que inventar. I repeat in English. We were in the point, in the bachata world, that everything was a recycle. Somebody did one step, another dancer take this step, put another detail, and teach it or do in the performance. And we had to come with something that it wasn't done, that adapts to us, to our personality. I'm really crazy doing change, always like to play with musicality. She's well, her head, I don't know what's in her head. She's a machine in her head. Yeah, I don't know. She's amazing. You don't know. You cannot imagine. So she started doing some step playing with a slide, with a glide.
Can I explain how it's going?
Okay.
So how it's going? The first, I was meditating, connecting to the nature in this jungle where we are now, into the universe. Also, of course, I was practicing. I was putting every day 1-2 songs just to practice, to adapt to my body. And it's just going naturally by itself. I don't know, this is coming from universe, this upgrading of bachata. Another thing is that, yes, that I think each dancer have to find their own personality, so to be noticed and to be different, because what is happening, yes, that the dancers are copying famous dancers, but these famous dancers, they already found themselves and it works for themselves. But when another dancers are copying them, it doesn't work. The thing is that, let's go scandalous. We are breaking stereotypes, because here is really in this Latin and in this bachata, especially bachata central world, with all respect to all the dancers, but yes, stereotype. Okay, I have to do like this because someone already did like this. In the second, to make my ass like this. So I'm not following these stereotypes. I'm very happy with this. And we are breaking these boxes in the brains of people.
Wow. Okay. Let's talk a bit about stereotypes. Like, what do you mean about your ass has got to be like this? What is the? Because you know what I mean. There's different types. I mean, like you know, you've got the slim girls. You've got you got some big ladies. You got different types in bachata now. So I don't. Do you
There
think
is a lot of this. There
do you
is
think that
in
there's
the comments.
pressure for the women to be a certain way in bachata?
Yeah, of course. Now they have to be. Oh. If you have read the comments that we will read in our videos, you would understand us.
How do you like what?
So, people want to see like a big ass on the screen. That's the first thing. If you don't put a big ass on the screen, it's not a good video.
Unfortunately,
You're not a good dancer.
Epoch of sexual revolution. Yes.
So, what the heck? I was going to say something else.
We are selling professional skills.
We don't sell. We don't show how cute I am. I know. No, we don't sell how beautiful we are, or how tall I am, or how short I am, or how skinny I am. I'm chubby right now. I'm after quarantine even more. We don't want to people look at us because of how we look, because everybody have something special and everybody have something not special, and everybody have to feel good with who they are. If you want to be a cute couple, a cute person dancing, and you're not, then you want to be outside of this world. No, everybody need to have the same opportunity, no matter how they look, or how tall they are, how big they are, or how skinny they are. Everybody needs to show their dance, and I will love people to look how people dance instead of how they look, because I don't know, it makes me sad inside when you see a video. I see all the pages that are dedicated only to repose, twerking, or booty dance, or I don't know, bachata sensual. Even the cameras, they already record from down to put the ass bigger and nicer looking. I don't know. People have to wake up to this and see that there is much more than sets in dance or burger. How you say burger in English?
Vulgar.
Olga.
Okay. There is much.
I love it when that happens, when you say, "Oh, how do you say this in Spanish?" and it's the same word in English. Damn, I could have guessed it. You know?
So there is supposed to be much more than this. More in bachata, bachata have different matiz, different feelings. It's not only sex or passion. No. It's also sad. It's also amargo. It's also happy. And we want to show the alegría. When you dance, even if it's a sad song, you dance with happiness. So why not everybody dance with happiness?
Okay. Let me ask you a question. I know Katerina wants to say something. We're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Hold your thought. Okay. Cristian, how do you dance? How do you dance bachata with with sadness and amargo? Like amargo is like bitterness, basically. English viewers, bitterness. Okay, so how do you dance? I don't think I see it.
Okay, let me tell you something. Because the song, the music is not only instruments, also have vocal. When the song, when the artist sings about something, you need to listen to the music. If you say, "Oh, this is pain, no, me duele aquí," but entonces you dance, "Me duele aquí," but then there is a change in the music. There is the melody that comes out. There is what we call en salsa descarga. Then the descarga come. What you do? You express this descarga. The music can tell you one thing and the singer tell you something else. So you need to put everything together and change from one part to the other when the songs tell you to change in each part. I don't know if I express myself good because my English is a little bit rusty. Very good. But okay, the song is got different parts, so you need to interpret the song, each part. What it asks you, you need to give it. That's it.
I'm from Russia, so I'm listening this song.
Yeah, she's listening to the song.
Okay, so
I don't listen to words.
so Katerina, what did you want to say? Because I could see that you wanted to
I
jump.
wanted to say that the dance is about which energy you transmit. If we come back to our conversation about porno chatter, because I'm calling it like this, that it can be sexy, but it can be beautiful, or it can be vulgar. So we are trying to transmit this happiness, and it's like, this is inside of me. I'm always smiling. This is a sun. That's why we always use the yellow color. And people already notice, because this is sun, this is light, this is happiness.
She smiles so much that it makes me smile. Before I met her, I was like this.
He always was in black when we met. Now, this is color.
Now he's wearing a pink shirt.
Yeah, you see, she have a gun there, you know.
Big job was made, yeah?
Okay, so if you're, for example, if you're dancing to Amorcito Enfermito, right? You know, how do you know, I mean, you can't be dancing that song smiling like the way you smile.
No.
Can you?
Actually, I remember that we were dancing this song. Now, this is about feelings, and this is just a nice, beautiful, like art. Not it's like, touch me, tra-la-la, touch me.
Oh, wow.
Okay, for the same question is like when you see some dancers dancing the same song, you see like the song tell you to passion, take me to bed, you know.
That is very true. Yeah. That's very true.
This song doesn't tell you that, but they still do it. It's just like each part, because it's this what I said before. The letter of the song says something. Okay, this guy is talking about a really sad thing, but the music, what does the music inspire you to do?
You know what?
So-
I really love that point because sorry to sidetrack a little bit. I was watching one video, or maybe two videos of the same person, and I could see they were trying so hard to copy. Well, because they see people with their facial expression and the feeling of their dance, so they're trying to be super confident and they're putting their face on, but it's not working because I can't feel that they've connected with that song. They're just doing the face just to not from the heart, not from el corazón. You know what I mean? So I think the key thing that you're saying is everything you do is from in here, not from here, and how the music has connected with you and you with the music, right?
It has to be like this. If
Exactly.
there's no other way, because why we dance? We just definition of a dancer, or even a social dancer is applied to us. We just another instrument, another part of the song when we dance.
I like that.
Okay, this is how I see it. If you wanted, I don't know, you two are salsa dancers, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You've been dancing very long, so I'm an old dog from back in the days. So this is easy to see for the people that dance salsa, than the people that now enter into this Latin world that only dance bachata, because they don't know how. I remember back in the days. For me, was the best time in Latin world. That's never going to be like that. The salsa time. The salsa time was crazy. You see so many different artists express themselves, because everybody, even mostly social dancer, but they were artists when they dance Rancancan, when they dance, I don't know, any song from back in the days. They create in the dance floor. They do things that they're not even going to remember. Well, I don't think I never even repeat again what it came out, because the music we became part of the song in that time, which was like an ecstasy. I don't know if you can identify with that feeling, with this experience.
Yeah,
I think it's just this is also you transmit what you have inside of you, because some people have transmission of something nice or some happiness or this sexual things what we see. It depends what you have here.
If you don't have nothing, then you have to copy.
So,
And when you copy it, you can't feel it from them. You know what I mean? It's just it looks fake. It looks fake.
okay. So let's keep on that subject about people copying. Then, do you know what I mean? What do you feel when you see? I don't know if you've experienced this, but have you ever experienced when you see combinations that you guys do, and then you see people
lately, yeah, and it really makes me really happy. It makes me
you like it,
of course, because what we're doing is helping others to evolve themselves, to create themselves their own style, because they were following. Okay, right now, to be serious, to be real, the most in fusion is salsa steps into bachata. That's what you see the most,
right?
And that's what people do. But there is much more. But they didn't know that they can do something different. So we're really happy when we can tell somebody, oh, you got this possibility. You can take these steps and start creating from there. And they can apply it to their own style and grow from there. For me, it's I don't know, I feel really honored. I'm really happy.
You can use this material. Yeah, for example, this is the same when the students, when they're coming to our classes, we are giving material they use to practice, just to try how it's going in this body. But after, you can, even one step, you can develop in tons of variations.
Of course.
Okay, sorry. I didn't ask the question properly. What do you? I understand when it's your students and you're teaching your students, you know, and then your students will follow what you're doing, and they kind of, you know, they express their creativity through the tools that you've given them. But what if it's like an artist that's more known than you guys, that sees something that you're doing and then takes that? Do you still feel honored, or is there a little bit of like, hey, you know, this is this is something?
There's no problem. For me, there is no problem. I don't know, Katerina, but for me, and I see people doing. I made a solo video. It didn't have too many views, but it had enough views.
It had enough for people to know what it was.
It had enough. I put there steps that we didn't show yet, but I put there, and only a week, I saw people already putting into their videos. This was during quarantena. So, but it's okay. But I don't know what we do, what we dance for, what we teach for.
No, this is good because we can share and we can exchange the experience.
Of course, the same thing. We also learn from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cristian, let me just stop you there, because if I didn't know, imagine you're a new artist and you're saying to me, because I me and Daniel, we do events here in the UK.
Yeah.
So imagine like somebody says to me, one of my students says, oh, you know, you have to get Cristian and Katerina, they're amazing. And then I say, well, look, send me a video, and I see a video and I say, well, okay, I've seen this stuff that they're doing. The stuff that they're doing is Alex and Desiree. Well, you know, but in reality, it's Alex and Desiree have, you know, I'm just giving an example. Say Alex and, you know, so isn't there at a certain level, isn't there a point where artists should, like you were saying, they shouldn't, because earlier on you said they shouldn't really copy, they should just find their own selves. So shouldn't they at some point be themselves and in their lane?
Especially as an artist.
Yeah. I have
She first. Katerina.
One thing is that, yes, you can do the same steps, but the most important in any kind of dance is manera del baile. Because when you do in your manner, you totally look different, and even steps don't look on you. This is like, oh, this is cool, or this is like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, the thing is, let me put it this way. Something that's about the same. Okay, what we do, we're gonna do the best because it's ours. Nobody can do it like us. You can try, but it's not gonna be possible because it's part of us. You can try to do the step and you can get it. But you're not gonna do it without a style. If you do with your style and it looks good and it sells, but good for you and enjoy it. And
style.
It's another style because it's your personality. Do my step with your personality. That's awesome. That's good. You are a dancer. You can the steps are for everybody. This what we do is for everybody. Now our style is ours. I don't know if you know the difference here. So the step, if everybody want to use our step, I'm happy. I don't know, Kerbo. I'm very happy if somebody want to use our step.
I know
want
what
to
you're
copy our
saying.
step. Okay. Sorry for my English, but
no, your English is fine. Your English is fine. By the way, I just want to let you know, El Tigre del Mambo is here watching. He's giving you some moment. Yeah.
Lo verdadero papá de la bachata. Ahí están.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry, Chongo. Did you wanna
Yeah,
ask?
I think. Look, I don't know if Pierre's going to be happy, but I'm going to name drop Pierre Henry. But I think that Cristian's more or less saying kind of what Pierre says, and that's once you teach your stuff, it's out there and it's for everyone, and no one owns the move. But what you do own is your own style, and no one can take that from you guys. I think that's what Cristian was pretty much saying.
Yes.
So
we dance with teachers.
Yeah.
We here to teach.
Because like one thing, okay, I'm going to give you an experience. Maybe this can see your view on this type now, because what happened to me and Pebbles is I made a combination that's not been seen in bachata before. I took the concepts from salsa, from arm flicks, and things like this, and we made a combination. And then we toured it around London and whatever. We put the video. And then a month later, I see a couple from Australia doing exactly the same thing, copy paste. And I even put the video side by side. It's copy and paste. And now for my initial reaction was like, where is your artistic integrity? Where is your personality? Why are you passing this off as something you made when you just copied and paste from my video? You see what I mean?
Yes.
But some people say to me, well, you don't own the move, you put it on social media, it's gonna go for everyone. But the difference is that they are bigger in Australia, and like I'm like small artist, very small artist, and I'm trying to expand myself, but people are gonna be thinking it's them. You see my point?
Yes, in that case, what the artist, if you copy a combination, it's not the same thing as copying one step, 1/8. If you copy a combination, many eights, it's a case of integrity of the dancer. First of all, if you want to use somebody else's work, you give credit to this person. You can share, yeah, but okay, we got the inspiration from Daniel Pebbles. Another thing is in the ethics of a dancer. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Dancer has to be proud of themselves, of their work. I don't know, you have to be proud. You have to create. You have to, evolve. You have to give.
Exactly.
That's my point of view. Yeah, you can if you see something that is really good from somebody. Okay, hey bro, can I use your combination? I'm gonna give credit. I'm gonna use your these 2/8 that I really like. It's just like you, but I don't know. We're cool. I don't know. It's ethics.
No, but from another point, for example, if we talk about your position, to perceive it positively, when we have, because not everything black is black in the life, not everything white is white. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if something bad happened, for example, like this situation, don't perceive it bad. Okay, give it. No problem. But
I'm telling you, I'm gonna
put, and you can get something new and more.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put my hand up and say my initial reaction was like, you know how long I spent making this and then testing in social dance with different people and before I taught it, and now it's just like gone. That was my initial reaction. But now, after talking to many different people and thinking about it, it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
No, actually, it's very good because Even though somebody else is teaching your creation is living on, and it's going to reach places that you maybe not going to reach. It's you living part of your essence to the world, and it's going to go on after you. So if you look at that way, it's really awesome. It's really amazing.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's Pierre. Yeah, because I name jumped to him.
Okay, so let's move on to bachata moderna. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
This is something that I am very. I've been asking a lot of. I mean, you must have seen this, Cristian. I've asked quite a few people about this.
You're talking about music or dance? Bachata moderna music or bachata moderna dance?
No, let's talk about the dance. Let's talk about the dance because okay, actually, do you know what? Let's talk about the music first. Let's talk about the music first. Okay.
No, put the music. Pam 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 pam. Start working.
Okay, so here's something that I know all the Dominican purists are watching me right now. Here's something that that I find happens quite a lot with people that really, really love traditional music. They'll turn around and say, "Oh, when are you going to play a bachata song?" And I'm playing, Marcy plays Los Aidas, Evident, Romeo. This is moderna. Like, okay, is that not proper bachata? Prince Royce, is this?
Okay, these people don't know what is bachata. Then, if they tell you this, playing Los Aidas or Romeo or Prince Royce, these people don't know what is bachata. This is bachata, and we Dominican dance to everything. All these newer rhythms. We also got new artists in Dominican Republic, and they're Dominicans, and a lot of Dominican groups, new bands that are over there try to hustle themselves, and bachata also evolving in Dominican Republic. Now, that's bachata. 100%. There is no doubt that is bachata. Okay. Now the problem is when you get something that is not bachata. That is a fusion or a remix or something like that. This is, if you want to get into the theme, I would like to say something.
No, this is question to musicians. What bachata they create? Because even if it's a modern bachata, but the instruments can be real and they sound much better than when it's only synthesizer and it sounds like synthetic bachata.
Bachata sintética, casi que le decimos nosotros. Synthetic bachata.
Okay.
This is not bachata.
I mean, yeah, but okay. I mean, that's you're talking about a whole different thing. When you're talking about like the bongo chata, the bongo
chata. Okay, I would like to get some
about that. Do you want to speak?
Yeah, I want to speak about that.
Okay, then.
Okay. I'm going to put the two sides of the coin. Okay.
Okay.
Because I've been hearing some bongo chata, but they're amazing. So you can hardly you can hear all the instruments. A bachata, with all the respect to all the promoters and DJs and everybody, I don't know. I don't want to lose a contract for this. Okay. He doesn't.
Cristian, you know what? You can't. Okay. I will let you go.
Okay, let me go. If he doesn't have 5 instruments, it's not bachata. Bongo, guira, and the 3 guitars, bass. The bass guitar, the one that do the rítmica, and the requinto, the one that do the melody, is not bachata. You need to have all 5. If it doesn't have one, it's not bachata. Okay, that's my point.
Okay, but what about the remixes then that do have all the 5 instruments?
Then it's bachata.
So then that's fine.
If they put all the sounds, so in music, how about let's say like a body, head, hands, legs, heart. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you take an arm, it's not. If you take a leg, it's It's not complete. You need to put a complete because it's the identity of the music. It's the identity. You need to respect the identity of the bachata.
I wouldn't use that analogy though. I wouldn't use the analogy of a body because someone who hasn't got any arms.
It was improvised. I'm gonna work on it. I promise.
But also, okay, this is the other thing. What if the remix has the 5 instruments, but it doesn't display the rhythms of bachata, like
How,
Mahao, Mambo, and Derecho?
Okay, that's another problem. That's something to investigate. But it also, how can you make a song, a bachata song, boring? If you don't put changes into a song, it's going to be boring. I don't think nobody will like a bachata without changing a rhythm. Of course, you need to have one of these. You need to have one. If not, it's not bachata. At least one. If you want to put derecho todo el rato or mahao, but it needs to have this. It's better if you have changes in the music because you make it more playful, more interesting. But if not, I don't know, bro. Dedícate a otra cosa.
Okay.
Perfect. Biski, can I just say one thing before we move on?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yes.
Now, I didn't speak to Cristian or Katerina before today, as in electronically face to face. But now they have already displayed to me their knowledge on the music. And I don't know how many other bachata teachers there are that have that same knowledge already. So I just want to say that's perfect. That's good for me.
Thank you. Well, actually, I'm going to a shout out. Most of the Dominican teachers, they know what I'm talking about because they know about music. If you want to know about knowledge about bachata, just go learn Dominican bachata. Go ahead.
Who are the Dominican teachers that you recommend as well as you? Imagine we can't book Cristian and Katerina. Who are the Dominican teachers that you recommend, that you've seen and you say, hey, these are good teachers?
Cristian y Katerina.
Okay.
And the first one,
Yeah. Cristian y Katerina.
Okay.
Alex and Desiree, Ataque la Alemana, they say they do touch, but I think this Dominican bachata, what they do also.
So
they
what
put a little bit of
Ataque
fusion,
and Alemana do is Dominican bachata.
I think
You mean the pasitos or you mean the partner work?
The partner work.
But in Dominican Republic, have one guy. His name is Farifeo. Found him on Instagram. He's very cool.
He's very good.
What he's doing these slides.
Rodolfo Montaño also is very good. Reinaldo. There is so many. It's incredible. There's a lot of great dancers and teachers here in Spain.
Anthony
Carla, Jenny Carolina. Who else is
Oh no! Oh no! We have to. Okay, they.
You know. Okay. So it was interesting what they were saying. Some of those teachers they named, like for example, Sammy and Carolina. I mean, I can't let on to how I know, but I've heard from a Dominican that there's like a whole group of Dominicans that don't like what Sammy's been doing, like saying that he's spreading the Dominican culture in Europe, but what he dances isn't how they dance apparently. But for me, Sammy is dancing Dominican bachata with his persona, with his style. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's
just one person, dude. You know what I mean? You can't.
No, but this one person that said it to me, he said that there's a whole group of people on the island that are like against him, or he did something wrong over there or something.
Oh, it's like a personal thing.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Maybe we should get Sammy and Carolina. That would be amazing. That would be amazing to get them. I mean, Carolina Rosa, I've known her since 2000
since she was like
13. 2013.
Since she was like 15 or something, right?
Yeah.
When she was partnered with Luis. Yeah, that would be great to get them.
Yeah. I remember her from back then. Jesus.
Okay, they're trying to get back
in. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they're trying to get back in at the moment. Obviously, like they're actually in like quite in a remote part of Barcelona. They they said it's like a jungle out there where they are. So I can imagine that the internet isn't that great. Okay, I think they're back on. Let me just try and get them back on. Let me see. Hey, there we are. Yeah, it's like,
most interesting crime.
okay, so you were talking to us about the teachers that you recommend that for. I was very surprised to hear Ataka and Aramana for Dominican bachata.
Oh, of course they know Dominican. To dance like this, you need to know Dominican. You can mix with something, but they need to know Dominican to dance. What they do. If they don't know the Dominican dance, if they don't know the base of Dominican, they cannot do bachata touch style.
I've actually seen Alemana dancing Dominican with Oscar, the
Oscar Niño. Oscar Niño is a good dancer too. Alberto Vázquez también.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
There's just too many.
Okay.
So, well, they need to know. They need to know. If they don't know the fundamentals, if they don't know really well, if you don't know really well, you cannot create something and be bachata. They have to know. Of course, they can teach Dominican for sure. I can put my hand on fire for them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So talk to me about this. This is my biggest question about styles at the moment is bachata moderna. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you have bachata dominicana over here. You have bachata sensual over here. Now you have bachata fusión. It's like over there somewhere. Yeah. You have all these different styles of bachata, at the moment. But then, you used to have like bachata moderna, which used to be the most popular style at one point.
The thing is that you take bachata sensual, because I don't want to talk about bachata sensual because it needs a little bit more of bachata. Bachata fusión is the same thing. For me, it's the same thing as bachata moderna. For me, it's the same because it's adding. It's a fusion. It started like a fusion.
Yes.
It started like a fusion, and it's still a fusion. Bachata moderna is bachata fusión.
Or for example, the couple Ronald Alba, they call it estilos unidos because they're mixing. So,
but it's everything. Moderna and fusión for me is the same thing.
But in that sense, because we need to kind of distinguish, like this kind of distinguish, because otherwise all of bachata should just be called bachata because all of it is a fusion.
Of course, it's bachata.
Because bachata, has elements of son, bolero, and merengue.
Cha-cha-cha, and merengue, and tons of folkloric.
We don't call bachata. Oh, I'm dancing a mixture of a fusion of cha-cha, bolero, son, and
okay.
merengue.
Let me tell you something about this. I can explain you something about this. Okay. One thing is to when it was a bolero that was evolving little by little, but through this evolution, it wasn't bachata. Then it evolved when it got to the point that they created bachata. They start dancing this, and it consolidates as. It wasn't even named bachata. It was bolero rápido, bolero rítmico.
Yeah.
Then they put the name. Okay. Till that point is when all these juices from that they were in Dominican Republic mixed together, merengue, folkloric dancers from there, a little bit of song, a little bit of bolero, a little bit of this. Okay. But till the point when it becomes bachata. Now, after this point, let's move on. When you take another dance move and you put this dance move into this other dance, how you call that? You can say that is a fusion, una fusión, or you can say that is modernizing, as long as you are using the fundamentals and the basics, original basic of this dance. If you change that, then it's not even a fusion, or moderna, or bachata. Okay? I don't know if I explained myself wrong. I don't know if you understand.
No, you're explaining yourself very well.
Okay.
I'm processing what you're saying.
Okay, so for me, anything that is a mix into the real basics and fundamental of bachata is moderno. Is adding to the bachata. It's not changing the fundamentals. It's bachata moderna, it's bachata fusion.
Okay,
You can put a turn, a Cuban salsa turn, or you can put a wave if you want to. It doesn't matter.
okay. So basically, you don't distinguish anything new in bachata. Yeah, so basically, you're saying that anything that's new that's added to bachata is bachata fusion.
Okay, I think fusion is a newer name that is more cool than moderna.
Yeah, they call it moderna, fusion, bachata creativa. This is just different names, but the sense is the same.
But okay, wait, no. I know what biscuit. Okay, what biscuit means is, I think, okay, you've got like Ataka la Namana, which you would say is a fusion.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't classify Ataka la Namana, for example, with the same as Dario Isara.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean.
You know, you can say that they're because basically what you're saying is that that's both fusion. That's all bachata fusion. They're in the same bracket, but I wouldn't classify them the same.
No, the thing is that
okay.
they different
For example,
different styles.
Dario Isara are dancing more into sensual movement, and they don't go into the fundamental. Oh,
I don't think they're not more sensual. No,
there's no. I'm not talking about their dance style. I'm talking about their creative move. It's more into that side. If you see the music that they use, if you see the style más suave, esos movimientos, they're more into that side than into the Dominican part.
Okay. Yeah.
And shout out to them. I know them very good. Un saludo, Darío. No, because you know BC and Sensual.
Yes.
Yeah.
BC and Sensual. There is a big group. We work together and they do many events, and I collaborate with BC and Sensual. Fran Santos, shout out to Fran Santos. And Darío is also part of BC and Sensual. They do a lot of things together too.
Yeah, they actually have one in Tenerife. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to the classifying bachata moderna.
See, for me, this is a transition. I like to call this fusion moderna, or however you want to call it, because from bachata to no bachata, there has to be something. There has to be an intermediate. And this bachata moderna, bachata fusion is the intermediate. After that, that is hard for me to say this is bachata or this is not bachata. Okay? I'm talking about bachata sensual. This fusion that they mixing now with wave, before they used to mix with Cuban turn patterns. Mm-hmm. They stopped doing Cuban turn patterns. They start doing salsa, mambo, and LA turn patterns, and the ladies start using the arms for the. And they're still using the arms from these mambo and salsa arms. What is this? Now they do the arms, and they put a wave. And what this is?
This is
this is the same evolution, but they adding things, and it's the same dance. Oh, sorry, babe.
Interesting.
So this is my point of view. I don't know. People can say whatever they want. Okay?
Yeah. No. That's interesting. I mean, you know, like I said, I wouldn't personally classify, I don't know, like the island touch style as in the same category as, say, the for example, Carlos Espinosa or Dario Isara or Carlos y Chloe or these kind of people.
For me,
yeah.
Okay, Carlos Espinosa, shout out to him. I also know him very good. Because they always invest in sensual. He comes almost. They always here in Barcelona.
Yeah. Everyone goes to Barcelona by the looks of it.
Everybody's in Barcelona. Okay. These dancers are like, for me, the way I see, from sensual dance, you put a little bit of more R&B, hip hop, and you put this bachata basics, fundamental step. It's like in the limit between sensual and what they call fusion now, moderno. For me, it's how I see. They're in the, like This is sensual dance because they do all the movement that they do on sensual. They do all the wave, all these lambada, souk movements. I just letting it drop there. Nice.
Okay, I think we need to talk about this as well because we need to talk about bachata sensual a bit as well. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so they're in the limit. They using this their bass is just wave and short part. Then they use this salsa movement, these spins. For example, Espinosa, he used a lot of salsa spins and this power move that we used to do in salsa. Breaking it, stopping. This is this salsa style with this wave and the fundamental of bachata, the basics. So how you categorize this? There is so many different.
There's just different styles because this is fusion, because this is mixed styles.
Of course.
But the people dance in their own style.
The thing is that you cannot make a category for each one of them because then you're gonna have 300,000 bachata styles.
Okay, how about we put it like this?
Go on, Charlie.
How about we put it like this? Okay, one thing is it the Congress mentality that has made it so that we need to have these categories or labels? And let me put it in this way: say if you and Katerina, you both wanted to make a festival yourselves, and you invited all kinds of artists, how are you going to be labeling each workshop to distinguish? You can't just say this is bachata dominicana and this is bachata.
That's very good question. And that is where the dancer have to work hard, work their ass hard, and identify their dance style by their name.
This is
okay.
Because
I dance like this.
Dancers.
Okay. If everybody does the same, of course, you have to make a label. But if you go to a workshop with Ataca a la Alemana, they're gonna do Ataca a la Alemana style.
Right.
You're not gonna say they're gonna do what style. What style you gonna put on them?
Okay. So you have Ataca a la Alemana at your festival. What do you put as the title of the workshop?
If they're gonna do full work, they're gonna do full work. They're gonna do partner work with partner work. That's not title. It's partner work with Ataca a la Alemana.
You can't just say partner.
Why
work.
not? Why not?
Because partner work.
Now you want to go.
Could be Cuban salsa partner work. It could be LA partner work. It could be. So if you just say bachata partner work, that could be literally anything.
No,
That's why we make
what
this.
they want to give exactly, because if this is mixed styles, this is bachata fusion. If this is essential, essential. If it's pure Dominican, it's Dominican. Because in Dominican bachata we also have many artists, what we say, but everybody dances in their own different style, and the people are going not for bachata. People are going for name of the artist.
Of course, you go to a Dominican bachata festival. All of them are dancing and teaching Dominican bachata. There is no how you differentiate their style.
Well, the same is for like bachata sensual. They're having a bachata sensual congress soon in January, I think. But you have Coque Judith, Chavez Sylvia, Pablo Raquel, Luis Andrea. They're all dancing bachata sensual, no? But they all dance it their own way.
Of course. So it has to be like this. Your name is your style. Yes. You have to make the people recognize you.
So basically, you're saying that we should basically artists now really just need to brand themselves so well that people just know what their style is, and then they go for they're actually going for your style because you've branded yourself so well. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, I don't want to tell nobody what they have to do, but I think that because everybody is free to do whatever they want. But I think that it wouldn't be beautiful. It wouldn't be beautiful that everybody be different. Everybody can give something new to the salsa and bachata world. If you cannot hire 300 people to do the same thing in your congress.
Okay, look. Say for example, me as an organizer, and I want to bring one sensual artist, one Dominican, one whatever, but bachata. Say if I want to take one bachata sensual, and I have a choice of why it's difficult to say I want Coque and Judith, but then there's Luis and Andrea or whoever there are. But I know that if I take for me, there's no point in taking 5 of them. You see what I mean? Because they're all similar in their style. And with the like the same for Dominican. Why am I going to take Sammy Carolina and Cristian and Katerina and Dijon and Chloe, for example, or whoever?
Because each one of them have to have their own charisma, their own mark.
But in that way, I only want to take, you know, as an organizer, they're going to look for each category if they want to do each category. They're going to want to take one sensual, one Dominican, one Moderno, one fusion.
Now we're not talking about dance. We're talking about marketing.
It's true.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really enjoying this. This conversation.
It's quite refreshing, to be honest.
Okay. So let's talk about this whole idea then of branding yourself, because this is something that a lot of people from the previous generation, the people that have been around for longer, they're complaining now that, you know, this is all becoming like social media, this is all becoming marketing, this is all becoming branding. You know, what are your thoughts on this? Like, what are your thoughts on the effects of social media in bachata? Do you think it's done more good, or do you think it's done more harm?
Okay. The way I see, because I'm a really positive type of guy, for me it's done a lot of good. But there's actually a bad part. No, there's people that are promoting things that are not ready to be promoted, or they need a little bit of work on it to be good. You can see the technique is not pure, and then the pages come and they just, because we have to do a video of social media or Instagram pages, because that's where it's the most hard. You can see the most. Okay, yeah, it done a lot of good for us. We have to learn. We have to work really hard to understand how this YouTube, Facebook, Instagram work, and we have to put this together with our times. And yes, for us, it's help us. So I think if it help us, it can help others. So it's good. Now there is people that are not ready to do this, and they're doing it. They need more information. So that's that. In other side, I don't know. You want to say something? Okay, the sound is going to change because I have to connect the phone because my battery is drained. So
okay, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like what?
Sí, te escucho.
What I can see.
Chongo, let me speak for a second.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Espera un segundo. Mic cam. Bueno, hacemos una cosa.
Pues te escuchamos.
Miramos hasta que el de esto se acabe por escucho. ¿Vale? ¿Me oyes ahora?
Sí. Está bien.
Vale, antes yo no te escuchaba a ti, entonces vamos a tirar así y cuando el teléfono decida morir, pues bueno.
Bueno, no pasa nada. Okay, Katerina, talk to us about social media in the bachata world, good or bad.
As Cristian said, yeah, this depends what you promote. And actually, in the social media, this is about how you make a video, because what's the problem is that sometimes people are putting videos in a very bad quality, and because they even send, for example, to Bachata Crew, to Cristian, and they're asking to promote this, but it's impossible. And because if people sell yourself, you have to sell a good product with a high quality, with your formation, with a good picture. In Instagram, it works. It's close, bright, and it's a good quality.
People need to learn. If you talk about this image, if you want to sell something, you need to sell the best. Not only the dance. It has to be the whole pack: image, sounds, quality, background, scenario. It's like you're selling a production movie. You need to do the best.
Wow, so you're really like.
You have to. You have to learn everything. You need to
Sometimes if you do a video somewhere and the music is also, go to application and put above the music, because the most important is perception. Yes. When me for example, for me it's very hard to catch my attention, because if I see something and for me in the first 2-3 seconds is boring, I'm not going to watch it.
Talking about this, I'm gonna take the 1 second to say that we're working on a project that we want to teach all the dancers how to, dancers and not dancers, social dancers, how to make a video for social media. We want to put video on tutorial just for free, on our YouTube account, so they can watch and they can learn, so they can sell themselves better. Because I know there is a lot of information that people don't realize, and they are amazing dancers, sobre todo de la vieja guardia, the old school dancers. They are doing great dance, but the quality of the video is not good. And for me, it's sad when I see a good dancer that I admire, they don't get repost.
No, what I would like, for example, for social media, for all these big pages, because most of the time, all of them, they post the same things. They post the same dancers, the same styles, and everywhere you go is the same. Now we're working also on some page, Ethno Dance World, which is really very little now. But what is that we want, because there are many dancers whom people don't know at all, and they are good. Because if you're a famous dancer, it doesn't mean that you're a good dancer. So there are many in hip hop, in Afro, in bachata. Most of the time, all these big pages, all they want like a promotion, money promotion from these people, or you have to be super famous dancer, so they post you.
Wow! So does it get to that point where they?
Biscuit, you're.
Yeah, I'm okay. Can you hear me now? Can you?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Echoing.
Is it okay? Is it okay now?
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah. 1, 2.
That's better.
1.
That's better.
Okay. Yeah, I could hear the echoing as well. Damn, I just forgot what I was going to say now. So is this? Yeah, I remember now. So is this what's happening now, where these big pages are actually charging people to promote their things? Is that how they work?
Yeah, most of the pages they even put in the description. It's like for
DM for promotion, DM
for something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna do it because
we're not gonna ask for money.
We're just supporting talents and art people, because it's now we are starting growing little by little. People starting knowing us, but we were also were before like this. And even when little pages, when they have 10 followers, when they repost us, we are very grateful, because we know how we started too.
You got into the point that I want to say something. For the people, if some page reposts you, damn, say thank you under in the comments. And put a story.
Yes.
Be grateful, because I don't know, when a page put your video, it's taking a time and a space that somebody else could have, but it's going to be you. So just be grateful. This is a free promotion. There's a lot of dancers that they don't even take the time to do. I'm not going to tell you to put a story. That it's going to be awesome if you do. We just put a thank you under. Thank for sharing. Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually completely with you guys on there's so many bachata pages where they're all posting the same thing, the same content. Some of them in a lesser quality than the other one, or one than the other, but it's the same artist, same videos, and a lot of the time they go to the girl with the culo in the bikini, and in a sense, I see what you mean. But this is the bad side, where someone who doesn't know about bachata opens this bachata page, and they're thinking this is bachata. So that's the problem. So my question, I mean, like your page, the Bachata Crew, it's geared towards Dominican bachata, exactly what it says on the tin. Yeah. So guys, if anyone's watching, you just go there and you're gonna find Dominican bachata. You're not gonna find an ass in your face saying it's bachata. You see what I mean?
Actually, hey, for people
to
have know,
people saying, "Okay, that's it. I'm not going there." No, I'm joking.
That's true. No, but actually, I don't know. I'd rather to post a smile of a girl dancing than the ass. And that's serious because I don't want this. I don't want my page to be big because I put asses. No, I want the chair dance. I want respect because we're losing this. If we don't keep this respect for the future generations, what's going to be? Because we're already in degradation. We're going down. Okay.
Okay. Let me just stop you there for 1 second, because do you really think that bachata's going down? Because I think if anything, it's bigger than it's ever been.
No, but I'm not talking about the bachata is going down. I'm talking about the what is supposed to be a dance. Okay. The respect inside the dance. You don't. I'm telling you because
He talk about person degradation, our own culture.
Cultural.
Moral,
okay.
yes.
Moral speaking. Thank you, Katerina.
Yes.
Okay. Moral speaking. Okay. Right now, globally, the young people are already in degradation, morally speaking. Things that 5 years ago, 10 years ago were something, oh my God, what's this? Now it's normal. And for the future generations, I don't know if you can explain better than me. If you understand, if you get the point,
I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay, so we need to balance this a little bit, you know? Okay. Balance.
Okay. No. I totally understand what you're saying. So, okay, this is something that I asked Carlos Cinta. I'm sure you guys know who Carlos Cinta is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the biggest? What are the biggest misconceptions about bachata tradicional? Like, what do you think people who do not dance it, or who do not understand it, what do you think are the biggest kind of como malinterpretaciones de este estilo?
Malinterpretación. I'm gonna say bachata. Wait, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me put the brightness down because I'm only 9% down, and it's gonna go. That's the problem with the new phones, that they have or battery or okay. Good.
For me, it looks fine.
No. The thing is that, or you put the battery in or the microphone, or the headphones.
Oh, right.
So I got 9%.
21st century technology.
Okay. Degradation. Okay. The misconception that is always been is about too much footwork. Bachata, Dominican bachata, people usually think that it's just a lot of footwork, and the problem is that when we sell, we include all the teachers. When we sell the things that are more attractive, and everybody see what is more attractive. If everybody's putting footwork on the screen, on the social media, so the misconception is that too much footwork. But the bachata also is like a movie, it have an introduction, it have a history that you explain, you have a climax, the going down and the final. Okay, so you need to dance the bachata in listening to the music and interpreting the music, each part by its own. It's not that you're doing footwork from the beginning to the end. That's the thing that most people don't realize about bachata.
Everything have to be in a balance, because sometimes it's going from one side to another side, like a contrast, because or it's too much footwork or it's too much sleeping bachata when it's not really sleeping bachata.
That's another thing. That's something else. That's okay.
So
people have to make bachata fun. Don't be boring bachata.
But then, do you feel like you add to that sometimes? Because like, for example, today I spent about an hour just watching your videos, like the one with Choco, the one with Sammy.
You have to go back and hit like, because I didn't see those likes of you. I didn't see those likes of you. You have to go back and hit like.
Okay. He's like, where was my likes if you were watching my video?
What he says is right, because that drives the algorithm, and it drives it for your side as well.
Okay. I'll go and like them all. So But do you not think then that you are also kind of adding to that misconception? If
Of
you're
course.
every time I see Cristian and Katerina, it's like puro piquete.
Yes,
You know?
it's true. We are.
Because we always try to find something new. If we post the video, we have to post something really interesting. Not it's just okay. Let's post a video. Not like this. Or you always have to give something. It's like I don't know. When you go to shop and you buy fresh bread, you're not gonna buy bread which is not fresh.
Behind.
I like that.
You cannot imagine the tons of work behind each 15, 20-second videos that we put on there. You cannot imagine.
You need to post the outtakes, you know.
So what about the music? Because okay, I mean, I'll be really honest. I've never been to one of the kind of Dominican bachata festivals, you know, like Dominican swag or bachata French kiss or any of these kind of things. I haven't been to any of these, but I mean, you know, a lot of the time when we are in just a normal bachata party, what happens? You know, you hear a lot of moderna. You hear, you know, you're hearing a lot of remixes now. And then they play a Dominican song and it's the fastest song or it's the same song that I've been hearing. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've heard Sete Nota or Este Verde en tus ojos or all these kind of things. So
That's because of two things.
Okay.
That's happening because of two things. First of all, the DJ don't do the homework. I'm not going to go into the DJ part now. I hope they don't kill me. Because I know you do DJ.
You're going to lose some contracts right now.
I already lose some. I'm going to lose some more than the rest. Okay. This is because the DJ don't do their homework. And second thing, the public knows this song the most. But the problem is that, for you to understand me, back in the days, there were clubs, salsa clubs. You go to each club and they put, you can see the difference between each club. You know, this club, they put this type of music, the same salsa, but they put different salsa because there were 300 million salsa. You go to that club, you know that you're going to listen this type and you can see the difference. Nowadays, you go to a club or you go to a social and you're going to hear, it's like a copy paste. The same songs, and even one behind the other one in the other club, 5%. Okay. The DJ have to make the people. The people don't make the DJ. That's my opinion. You have to have your personality, put in music, and you have to create your public, and the public have to love you. The same way a dancer has to have their personality, the DJ is artist too. So you have to have your songs that people know you for this, and they can identify when they listen to you, okay, this is DJ Biski pinchando, or this is DJ Daniel pinchando, Chongo pinchando. They have to identify. We lost that. I don't see that anymore. Why? I don't know. Let me try something. Wait a second.
So talk to me just quickly. Which DJs do you like, you know, that you feel like they play good, that you enjoy listening to when you're at a festival or at a party?
Dominican DJs?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to recommend Bripa. DJ Bripa in the house. Crazy Bripa. Yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from Holland.
Okay.
Okay. Here in Spain, we have Evelyn Diana Lovera, La Negra.
La Negra.
Good music. It's a machine. We also here in Spain, we have DJ La Bruja from Huesca. I think she's from Huesca.
MC Tito.
MC Tito. So you don't know these people because they're all here. Let me think. Think about Dominican, that play Dominican and see popular that you can see in a festival like this is Bripa. I don't remember anymore. From Dominican side.
What about those that know how to play everything?
Oh, we have a great DJ here in Barcelona. It's called Net, DJ Net.
I love Ned. Ned is one of my
He's the
favorites.
best. He's the best.
Yeah.
The best. Another one that know how to play everything, but he playing mostly sensual is Citro. Citro know how to put everything too. DJ Citro.
Manuel Chitro.
Yeah, he can play everything. He can play salsa. I listen to. He came once to Antilla, where I used to work, and he was playing salsa like, wow, very good DJ. One of the best DJ that I will recommend 100%. I'm gonna put like one of the top, DJ Jerk.
Oh.
Ese era sueldo con todo.
He's gonna love that. So talk to me a bit about this concept of mixing the songs. What do you think about the mixing of the songs? Because York does like to do that, and some social dancers do not like that. And we've spoken to York on this show, and he says that he enjoys mixing. So what do you think about mixing and blending of the songs?
I think everything just have to be matched with the sound, because sometimes when it's a mix of traditional bachata and after the DJ is putting like a boom tam boom tam, like a house, really going like a house between songs, this doesn't match, and this is losing all the melody.
For me, for Dominican bachata, we also for sensual bachata, I think everybody wants to listen how a song ends and do their cambre or whatever. I don't know.
Yes.
Finish their song. Everybody wants to finish the song. But I understand that there are some songs, they sound the same, song. Okay? There are some canciones that they don't end with a boom that you can really mix. There's no problem on mixing. If you mix one or two, it's okay. But don't mix all of them, because we also want to rest. A Dominican song lasts 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They
last very long.
Please don't kill us. No, don't kill us. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna try something. Okay. Let me see. You listen to me? If you mix one or two, it's okay. Okay.
I'm hearing an echo for some reason. I'm hearing.
I think they got the video on in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Un segundo. A ver. Ay. 1 second. How you do this? Video can make audio. Sorry, guys.
We can hear you.
I need 1 second. Sorry.
We can hear you.
Oh gosh. We only have 15 minutes left. It's been interesting. It's
been really good. It's
been really good. Okay, let me just read some of these comments, because there's a lot of comments. Dejan Polanski was in the building, actually.
Yeah.
He loves them. I love them. Super creative. My people, I want to meet them ASAP. So yeah, that was Dejan Polanski. D is talking about, yes, get them. I think she's talking about Dejan Chloe as well.
I won't.
Yeah, because Caroline Britton was talking about them. Yeah, D's popping off on this, actually. She's saying, how dare they say Romeo's not bachata?
I mean, I think I told you before, there was one time I was playing Romeo Santos' Cancioncitas de Amor. It was in Querico, and this Dominican lady came up to me and goes, is this the bachata room? And I'm like, yeah. And then she goes, when are you going to play some real bachata? And I'm like, this is Romeo Santos. And she was like, no, when are you going to play some Luis Vargas or Kiko Rodriguez? And I was like, or Anthony Santos. And I was like, all right, just like relax, man. Jeez.
It's sad. DJ Big Bodega says, Cristian and Katerina, 2 happy, positive souls in bachata. We need more people like this in the bachata scene. D also says, I love they have a positive perception on everything. It means you inspire people. Okay, I think they're back in. Let's try and they've they've kind of got two. Oh man, they can't have two. They've got like two things popping off at the same time.
They're on what, two devices?
I'm gonna mute one of them because if they try and use two, it's just gonna echo like crazy.
Okay,
I put the other one on.
All right, let's try the other one on.
Yeah.
Okay, the other one looks okay. I don't know what I'm seeing there. Am I seeing?
They're on two devices. Right, unmute this one. Let's get.
Which one? Which one should I unmute? Yeah, let's just try this one.
Let me close the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo! They're back.
Yes, you hear? Yeah.
We're back on game. Now in Katerina's phone.
Yeah, this is our first interview 2 hours. That's why the phone.
Sorry. We never. Yeah, we don't do 5-minute interviews here. We like. We like because we like to get to know you. I mean, you know, we like, and we want our audience to know. Like here, you know, for example, you have Bilal, who's a bachata promoter in the north of England. He does his events and he does his festival every year. And he's already saying we got to bring them to the UK. He's
but I already spoke to them first, so yeah.
I mean, that's a possibility that they can do both. You know,
It's true. Yeah, we could work out something. Yeah,
so that'll be really good. So, guys, I mean, we're coming right to the end of your interview, and we would like to ask you just a couple more questions. You know, just to really, you know, get to know you, your thoughts on certain things. So, a question I have is: do you feel? Actually, no, I'm going to ask this one. Because you guys travel, well, before this Corona thing happened, you guys were traveling and teaching at festivals and teaching abroad. What are the things that would make you put a promoter on like the blacklist, in la lista negra for you? I know that every artist have had their horror stories of things that they've experienced. You know, what are the things that you've said? Okay, if this has happened, right? That's it. I cannot work with this again.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real. Okay, we are good people. We don't ask for much. We like to do our job. We like to be treated nice, and we're gonna accomplish our mission always. If you try to take advantage of us, for me, this is a no-no. And it has happened to me before that you give to people that organize, and they at the end are taking advantage of you. You know, like paying you 2 months or 3 months after the event.
Oh yes, definitely.
Or not paying you. Because okay, this is our way of living. Okay, we have to pay the bills. If we go to an event, you have to make sure that this person is going to get paid after the event, because the bills are going to come at the end of the month, not 2 months away from, or 3 months away. Yeah, there is some things that for us now are not important. We just, I don't know, we understand very much the organizers that they pay tons of money into hotels, into food, into travel, and we understand that very much, because for me, luckily, I've been seeing what my friends do here in BC and Central and how they do the money that they spend, and I know it's really difficult for an organizer to spend all this money, and we don't ask for much. We just treat it with respect and value us and our job. That's it. If you don't do this, goodbye.
Cristian, el sonido, hay algo, no sé.
Oh, puede ser que no se haya cerrado el otro teléfono.
Sorry guys, we're just trying to sort out the audio. There's a bit of like interruption
going on without microphone.
Como estático.
We can.
Ahora mejor.
Yeah. Let's just talk without the thing. It's okay. Yeah, let's just talk like this. because before that I could hear.
Vale.
Yeah. So okay, I mean that's sorry,
What if
actually,
well, based on that, I loved exactly what you said. But let's make a scenario like you've been booked at a festival abroad outside of Spain, and you've been put in a hotel that's like 10 minutes down the road, and all the other artists are in the main hotel. Do you feel like do you feel like they are respecting you as a artist because you've been put in a different hotel, or is that okay with you?
It depends on the situation. I don't know. 100 million things happen if the organizer come and tell us, "Oh, we got this problem." We can understand. Now, if you are putting us because you don't value us or don't respect us or what we do, in like making levels between artists, then it's gonna make me feel bad. If I feel bad, I'm not gonna be happy doing. I don't know.
no.
I think that for the artist is most important when you go get people respect your job. If you're really a professional dancer,
Of
you
course.
have place to sleep if you have time to sleep, because usually in this festival you don't have time to sleep. Just the room. It's not about the room. They have to be basics. The shower, the bed, some comfortable things, because you're not sitting in the room.
Of course, I don't know, but we never in the room. We go to sleep 2 hours or 1 hour, and not that important. So if you put in the situation that the organizer they put some dancers in the main hotel and another dancer in another hotel 10 minutes away. I don't know. Maybe the other hotel 10 minutes away is better. So there is a lot of things. I promise you, it being the case, and I'm really happy that happened to me. They put me in a hotel. VIP 5-star. I don't know.
No, but I think it's also, if you feel comfortable, it's okay. The rest of the things, what is happening about these hotels or just in general in life, is about ego. It's like, I'm like this, I need this, I have to be, and you have to have this.
And that's the thing, that sometimes we forget that we are dancers. Okay, we're not Chayanne, or we're not, I don't know, Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson. We are dancers. We're the people that dance. We don't need too many things. Now, if you believe to yourself that you deserve more, you're in your right to ask for more. If you are okay with what they gave you, then it's okay. Now, what I'm okay with my money? I got some money. I ask for money because I value my job. You tell me how much I need to get paid, because that's disrespectful. But where I sleep, if I sleep, I know I sleep. Or the food had to be good. She's vegan. I'm like a forced vegan.
And he's obligated vegan.
I'm an obligated vegan. Something happened with the.
No, está bien. Está bien.
Okay. Vale. So for me, there is not much problem. Respect. It's only the thing is about respect. Okay. Everybody has to respect organizers, to respect dancers. Dancer has to respect organizers. Dancer has to respect dancers. And everybody has to. If there is respect, there is no problem. It doesn't matter where you sleep, or as long as they give you what they have to give you. You bet your drink, if you drink. The water,
the transfer too.
The
because we heard stories when the dancers were going to another country. It's like to Argentina, many hours of flight. You're really coming there so tired, and there is no even transfer. So how are you gonna get to the hotel in unknown for your country?
Yeah, sure. I've heard a story. I mean, I can say who actually. It was Daniel and Desiree. They told me once that they were in.
I was talking about.
They were in Argentina, yeah, and the promoter didn't want to pay them, so he just left them there, and they didn't know how to get back to the airport or anything, and they literally had to get. somebody lent the money at the time. This was before they were really big. You know, someone lent the money to get the flight back to Spain. That's how bad it was. They left them there in Argentina. So, you know, this was them. So now you can understand now why artists are like saying, okay, we want this written down, this written down, this written down, because they've experienced things like this. So that's why.
It's sad that artists, that dancers have to get to this point that we have to make a contract saying what we want and what we don't want. It's sad because it shouldn't be like this. If organizers do their thing good, do their work good, artists will have to do this contract. But since there are a lot of organizers doing things wrong, then justos pagan por pecadores.
¿Cómo?
Justos pagan por pecadores. Good organizers pay for the bad organizers.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I see. So you're saying, yeah, so for pecadores is like sins. So like, it's like the good organizers are paying for the sins of the bad organizers. I like oh man. Okay, guys, listen, let's finish on a good note, like, because we just went like down here. Like, let's bring it up. So this is something that we like to ask artists, you know, because we found this quite an interesting thing. Could you name your top, and obviously not yourself in this, could you name your top 5 couples? You know, you guys could have different ones or anything, you know, for whatever reason. Could you name like your top 5 couples that, you know, for bachata?
For bachata Dominican, for me, number 1 is Sam and Carolina. I always tell about this to Carolina because their own style, what is really makes them different. That's what I appreciate in dancers a lot. And I wish to everybody like this.
Sammy y Carolina. That's 1. You got 4 more left.
For Dominican bachata, I'm more like Dominican. Alex y Desiree. Also got their own style.
Alex y Desiree. That's 2.
They got their own style. They're different. They know what they're doing too.
Okay.
For fusion too. Fusion include.
It can be whatever you want. This is your top 5. You know.
Okay, bachata. I'm gonna say, Ataque la Alemana. They created. They got bachata so far around the globe, so they don't think so huge that they deserve to be. They deserve to be naming all the lists of everybody. So they done a great job promoting bachata.
Okay. Ataque la Alemana. Sammy y Carolina, Alex y Desiree. You have 2 left.
No,
it's really difficult, you know.
Anthony Carlo is also have their own style. But if we talk about Anthony Carlo, they're living in Valencia.
Valencia, Anthony Carla, Dominican.
Who's this couple? Who?
Anthony and Carla.
Anthony Carlo. They are dancing traditional, authentic bachata, but it doesn't look boring how it usually happens.
They're doing a really good style, and they have a lot of creativity.
Anthony and Carol.
Carla.
Oh, Carla. Okay.
They call bachata flow.
Dominican flow.
Yes.
Dominican
flow. I need to check this out. I've never heard of them.
We maybe got different because I can tell you from sensual too, because one thing is what I like. Yeah. Follow me. I can tell you because if you talk about bachata, only bachata, if you think about as an artist, what they do, for me, it's really hard because I know so much of them. Dario Sara, I love Dario Sara because they have creativity, they do things different. I love.
For me personally, I support more unknown dancers than famous because I have one guy Actually, one of him, he's living in England, Yoigo, bailando con Yoigo.
Sí.
He is very creative, really, because if you watch his videos, he is doing so many things with his legs.
This is from England.
I know this guy.
Okay,
England,
I tell you what, let's change it then for you guys. Let's name us 5 couples for Dominican that you know that are not known to a lot of people, but you guys respect what their work is, and you think that they that they should be promoted more. So I've got here Anthony and Carla, and I've got who's the other?
Yoigo. He's very cool.
That's who you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because
What's his name? Yigo.
Bailando con Yigo.
Okay,
Yigo.
Bailando.
Now he got going and he got creativity. He got flow. Check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I noticed him.
Okay, so we got 2 so far. Are there any other couples that you would recommend that are not known, that you would be like, yeah, these guys, you should support these guys because they're Dominican couple, they're pushing Dominican bachata?
Okay. I'm gonna say one and you say another one. Okay. From Dominican Republic, Rodolfo Montaño Castro.
Oh yeah.
Que a veces baila Yocasti Puntiel.
Rodolfo
Yeah, you know Rodolfo.
I know Rodolfo.
Yeah.
I mean,
guy is a machine. It's crazy. And
Katerina's turn. Huh?
And we have Swagger Boys.
Also, we're not gonna finish just saying names here. We're gonna say all the dancers that we know. Think about that. I managed.
Yeah, just give me a few, because I think this is important for artists to kind of say, hey, these guys are really good guys. Check these guys out.
You guys mentioned him earlier in the show. Farefeo. Yeah.
Swagger Boys have account in Instagram. Swagger Boys. They almost don't post.
Okay.
But when they post, it's really
okay.
They have to work on this.
I love it. Okay, one more, guys. Give us one more couple or teacher.
We also didn't mention Carlos Leonel.
Oh, sí, Carlos Leonel, pero hay muchísimo. Está Carlos Leonel, está Bailando BM, está, ¿qué más me falta? Carlos
Reynardo, and have some guys which I really don't remember names, but they are good.
And not only guys, girls too, but I don't remember the names. There's so many, and I'll be posting them. Mira, si tú quieres, to the organizers, if you want to find Dominican bachata dancers, new faces, just go to Bachata.
Bachata.
You watch.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep. It's important that these dancers, if they dance, they know how to teach, because we don't know about this. We just see the videos how they dance. How they have.
I see. Okay. So we don't
know. Right now, there is Nanda too. She's a really great teacher.
I've known Nanda for 10 years. Yeah, I know Nanda. She's
names, but I won't finish telling you names. In Italy, we got Alberto y Alessia. We got Carmiño.
Here we also have a girl which named Lauren. Sometimes she's coming with us in the videos. She's very humble, but she was learning and growing little by little.
What's her name?
Lauren.
Okay.
Lauren.
Spoke recently in Bachata.
This one.
Yeah, there is so many. In
Yes.
Yeah, in New York está Roberto Rosario también. He's really good.
Okay.
He's really one of the best that I've seen. Roberto Rosario, I don't know if he dances with a partner.
Okay, so in terms of the actual festivals that are dedicated to traditional music, which are the ones that you recommend people should go to?
To traditional music, I recommend the people to go to all of them. We need to support them so they can keep making more.
Okay. So imagine that I can only go to 3 next year. What 3 would you recommend?
For me, number 1 is Dominican Swag. The really atmosphere is super fun, super cool.
I think Dominican Swag do one in winter and one in summer, so you can.
Bachata French
you can go
is
to
also the same organization.
So this Spanish event is really nice. Lo Dominican is the biggest congress of Dominican bachata there is. Lo Dominican.
Dominican Swag, yes.
Dominican Swag is from Summit. There is one. They do one in summer and one in winter. We recommend both. Or Bachata French Kiss. That's the event that he do. A Lo Dominican Festival. That is the event
in Barcelona.
The Argentina. This is the biggest congress of Dominican bachata in Spain. I don't know, maybe in Europe. And also there is some guys up in Sweden. They're called that they're really good dancer too. I didn't mention it. I should have mentioned them.
Cristian y Katerina.
Dancers.
Sueco
y Johanna también. Sí.
Sueco
y Johanna y Junior Carolina, they're on the top level right now for us. Under my view, they got different style. They got their own style, and they. Well, I think everybody knows them. I don't know if they don't know. But
that's true. That's true.
Joanna Swing.
Joanna Swing, yes. And they have an event, and it's called Keloke, I think.
Keloke. Yeah. That's a juniors event, I think. It's
yes. So
Edwin Ferraz.
Edwin Dakota. Bro, you putting me hard. Yeah.
I brought Edwin and Dakota here to London. Like, this is the first time they came here, so I brought them here. It was good.
Edwin and Dakota, in Arawaku, up north, in Canada, there is a couple. It's a girl named Julie, Típica Monterreal. I think it's Típica Monterreal. You can look for them. They really do really good thing. They're really good.
Okay.
You put me in the position. Name it all.
Okay, we'll tell people to go to Bachata Crew and they can see all the best Dominican bachata artists in the world. Guys, thank you so much for coming on here. This has been it's been such a pleasure. It's been an honor having you guys here. And very soon we're going to be doing shows where we bring back artists to come and talk, like a catch up, like every 2-3 weeks to catch up, and because obviously things change and we like to keep up with what they're doing and what's happening. So please, keep in touch with us and we will definitely bring you back on. Also, I know you guys have online courses, so do you want to just talk about what's the best way for people to get in touch with you guys to take your online courses? Okay, marketing boss Katerina, you can say.
We have a webpage, chatacrew.com. So if you want to find information,
can you
can
say
find
that again, Katerina?
Or also you can just text us and we will give you all information. The course includes.
Katerina, you're cutting out. Okay, let me take them off the thing because that's quite important. Important information that she's giving.
We'll get them to post it in the comments after, the links.
Come back in. If they can come back in, chicos. If you can see me, then if you can hear me, come back in with the link. Post so that we can. It's very interesting because I actually want to take their course. I really want to take their course. This very knowledgeable.
Well, people watching, and if you're interested in them, I had been talking to them pre-COVID about bringing them to London, and this show has just confirmed what I already assumed about them, and I think they're amazing people, and I think they're good teachers. I mean, I haven't taken their class, but from the way they talk and their knowledge on the music as well, man, it's a no-brainer for me.
You can see them teaching on
Oh,
on
really?
YouTube. Yeah. They
right.
like
Yeah.
free taster classes. So
well, yeah, you can check them on YouTube. I haven't checked them on YouTube, so I've been checking them on Insta. So, but yeah. So we're definitely going to sort out something to bring them to London post COVID.
Hopefully they can come back in. She has seen my message. I've sent them the link again. But if not, man, I think it was really.
I did want to ask one last question to them, but
we're gonna have to go on. I'm afraid we're hitting
right.
almost 2.5 hours, which okay, let's.
It's 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours 10 minutes. Damn.
Yeah, it's been a.
Hola.
Okay, chicos.
Yay!
Chicos, the best man. Could you? Sorry, Katerina, you cut out whilst you were talking about.
Ahora. Okay.
Could you tell us again about? Could you just tell us again about your courses and the best way to get in touch?
Okay. We have a webpage, bachatacrew.com, so you can find information there, or you can just text us and we will give you all information. The course includes 20 classes. We are selling also by packs, 10 classes and 20 classes. And now we have a great discount. So if you really have to have it, if you want to have it, you can text us.
DM us on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. Just contact us. This offer was supposed to finish today, I think it was. But we're going to put it for a couple of more days because there's a lot of people that have contacted us. And you can take advantage of this discount. It's around 50% off. So bachatacrew.com, holler us, and we're gonna put you to that.
Also, we are doing online classes in Zoom sometimes. For example, next week, I think that we're gonna do it on Saturday or on Sunday. We're gonna put advertisement on our Facebook or Instagram. Cristian y Katerina.
Yes. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming, and it's been a massive pleasure having you guys here, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for inviting us.
Next time we're gonna prepare much better with all this connection.
Yes.
please do, please. But it's been fine. You know what? People get your essence, and people are really responding well to what you're saying, and there's already people saying, bring them to the UK. We need them in the UK. So, hopefully, if it's on one of my weekends or one of Daniel Chong's weekends, we can make that happen. I'm sure.
I reserved them.
Okay, so Chongo's gonna make it happen.
It's true.
Chongo will make it happen.
Well, maybe we can collabo. Maybe we can collabo biscuits.
We can do a joint event. So, chicos, muchas gracias.
Thank you for your invitation.
Muchas gracias de corazón. Y espero conocerlo en persona pronto. A big hug from us to you. Thank you, you great people. Thank you very much.
Gracias a ustedes. Chaito, chicos. Wow.
Ciao.
That was Cristian and Katerina. Incredible, bro. Thank you so much for bringing this couple to my attention. And
my pleasure.
It was brilliant, man. Guys, just support them, man. They really are pushing Dominican bachata. And I know it's not my style, but I'm still going to be going to learn from them. I'm going to actually buy the 20 pack, the 20 class pack. I want to, I like what they're saying, and I've watched a couple of their YouTube videos, and I'm very interested in what they're doing. So, definitely gonna check it out. Well, anyway, Chongo, we have to go.
Sorry, better. ¿Cómo estás, Bella?
By the way, guys, we have Sergio and Beige tomorrow. That's gonna be very interesting. Let's do it, Chongo.
How about the time? You already come in the time.
Good night, everyone.